James Bryant Conant once said, "Behold the turtle. He only makes progress when he sticks his neck out." And Dennis Waitley tells us, happy people plan actions. They don't plan results. And it's true. Career progression won't come to those who dream big about their future pay grade and all the things they'll buy with their imaginary success, but content themselves with maintaining the status quo in their workday. It comes to those who are proactively and deliberately planning out their career moves and carefully following through. What does our individual game plan for climbing the corporate ladder actually look like? But how do we take positive control of progression in our careers? In this course, we'll show you how to do exactly that.
"87% of millennials mark career progression as very important. 76% of the workforce seek more career growth opportunities. 72% of employees are willing to spend for their career development." Our course is going to consist of a series of critical discussion points. These are designed to cover this broad topic as thoroughly as possible, to encourage growth in these vital areas, and to facilitate a real and fruitful discussion within your organization about how you can each improve on this essential characteristic, both at work and in your personal lives in general. Some of these will be pretty lengthy, and some will be relatively straightforward and brief. At the very end of this roadmap comes the most important final step. Discussion time. Do not skip this. This is the most important part of this training. When you finish this course, you need to spend at least an hour or so going over the questions we supply at the end as a group. Whoever's the head honcho in the group should designate a facilitator whose responsibility it is that each question is covered and that everyone, time permitting, is able to have their say. Make sure all contributions are valued, all suggestions considered, and all opinions respected. So let's move into the first discussion point. Join professional associations. In order to be better at what you do, you need to surround yourself with people like you. After all, birds of a feather flock together. Whatever position you may currently have, there's a good chance that institutions exist in your field. Professional associations are organizations that create a community of like-minded people who want to grow more individually and collectively. These groups provide a venue for members to communicate and create networks. They take the lead in oversight and regulation of the field standards and practices. Professional associations also strive to promote their field to the government and community. Take a look at the professional associations in your area. For example, if you're an attorney, there are a handful of associations that you can join, such as the Association of Legal Administrators, or ALA, Association for Legal Professionals, or AALS, National Association for Legal Professionals, NALS, and the National Association of Legal Assistants, or NALA, to name a few. One thing to mention is that some organizations may require annual membership fees, while others are absolutely free to join. Either way, being part of such affiliations will give you first-hand access to exclusive resources that you won't find elsewhere. Benefits include webcasts, mentorship programs, and up-to-date news and statistics in your field. Furthermore, associating with these professional groups expands your network, opening new doors for more career development opportunities. Ask for feedback. Feedback is the most candid way to know what you're lacking as a professional. Receiving regular evaluations from others is healthy, for it serves as a constant reminder for you to work on the areas you need to improve on. However, in order to receive feedback effectively, you first need to develop the proper mindset. Keep in mind that feedback is a way to have access to a broad range of perspectives. Instead of trusting your somehow biased outlook of yourself, having different POVs is the most effective way to identify your true strengths and developmental areas. Although you may find it to be uncomfortable, receiving constructive criticism can be both a humbling and rewarding experience. So now the question is, how can you receive feedback effectively? Here are some tips. Active listening. Fully concentrate and understand the person giving feedback by not interrupting. Be conscious of your body language. Avoid negative impressions such as being distracted and looking bored. Be open. Have an open mind to new ideas and suggestions. Reflect. Assess the value of feedback and determine what to do with it. Follow up. After implementing the suggestions, set up another meeting to discuss the changes made. Find a mentor. We all need someone who can give us a push. A mentor is an accomplished person that gives help or advice to the less experienced and oftentimes younger professionals. A mentor usually shares his own success story and motivates individuals to reach or even surpass that level of success. They provide guidance, emotional support, as well as assisting individuals in setting goals, exploring careers, and identifying resources. Although pronounced, the main reason to get a mentor is to learn from their experience. Mentors have been there and done that, so you can learn a lot from their first-hand stories on their failures and accomplishments. Mentors share practical, real-world advice that you won't find in any textbook. Having a mentor also gives you reassurance. When you have someone that guides you and you can share your worries with, it reassures you that you will succeed. Having someone by your side boosts your self-confidence, helping you to view every challenge as an opportunity to improve. Where can you find a mentor? Here are some places where you can start your search. Your current network, inside your company, professional organizations, events, entrepreneur hotspots, LinkedIn. Finding the right mentor not only helps you to mature professionally, but it can also be a great medium for expanding your network. In fact, they would likely even share their own network with you, giving you more opportunities that you wouldn't otherwise have. Build a professional network. Networking isn't just an exchange of business cards with different people. It's about establishing long-term reciprocal relationships with the people you meet. Creating a professional network is the prime way to receive solid knowledge, insight, and advice on how to be better in your craft. How can you build a professional network? Here are some practical tips. Find the right people. You don't need to join every professional organization or attend every event to build your network. After all, your goal is not to connect to every person you meet. Instead, you need to focus on finding the right people that you know will help you make a difference in your career. Create win-win situations. Networking isn't a one-sided relationship. It's vital that you and the other party will mutually benefit from your connection. If you benefit more than the other person, they will feel used. Establish clear expectations right from the start. Make the first move. Don't wait for them to come to you. Take the initiative to offer help. Being able to assist people can create meaningful connections, as they would most certainly want to return the favor. Vice versa. You're not the only one who can benefit from networking. You can also use these opportunities to introduce others to other people who can benefit from one another. This creates stronger rapport and will leave you fulfilling. Create an action plan. If you want to progress efficiently, you need to create an ironclad plan. Sadly, this step has often been overlooked. Some people are so focused on improving but don't have any plans on how to become better. Some even set goals without even knowing how to achieve them. To create a solid action plan, it should contain these fundamentals: a clear outline of each goal, a list of tasks to be done, small chunks of goals, deadlines, a visual representation, resources needed to complete each task, ways to track progress. Having an action plan provides a clear direction of how you want to achieve each goal. It helps you to stay committed throughout each day. Furthermore, having an action plan helps you prioritize tasks effectively. Get involved. One way to advance your career is by developing valuable qualities to become a leader in the future. Expose yourself to situations where you can develop essential soft skills needed in the position you're aiming for. The best way to do that is by dedicating time to volunteer in communities. Volunteer March, Just Serve, and DoSomething.org are just some of the best websites for volunteering opportunities. Giving time to support in these wholesome activities will help you to become mature, both as a professional and as a human being. Get a career coach. There's no person more worthy to guide your career development than a career coach. Career coaching empowers professionals to make the right career decisions. A career coach can guide you on how to evolve as a well-established professional. Why is having a career coach essential for career advancement? Here are 3 reasons. Number 1, they can hold you accountable. It's time for a change. A common phrase that a lot of people say, yet no change really happens. Why? Because of a lack of accountability. To keep you committed to your goals, you need someone to hold you accountable. A career coach serves as a human alarm clock, in that they will always be there to remind you and monitor you if you are taking the right steps in reaching your goals. Number 2, they can motivate you. Picture this. A lot of goals but no achievements yet. Frustrating, isn't it? Not being able to reach your goal on time can be a real downer. However, having a career coach can be your number 1 motive force to keep grinding. Oftentimes, they will push you out of your comfort zone and encourage you to challenge yourself to be better. Their practical advice and encouragement can surely push you to keep moving forward. Number 3, they can help create a solid career plan. Writing down goals is easy. Getting there is the real challenge. You probably have no idea how and where to start. A smart career coach helps you identify what areas you need to focus on and will guide you in creating a step-by-step plan on how to achieve it. Develop strong time management skills. One of the hallmarks of a professional is having great time management skills. Train yourself to work smarter, not harder. Here are some great tips to manage your time wisely. Develop a routine and actively use calendars and task lists. Set limitations. Don't be afraid to say no, especially when accepting a task means filling too much on your plate. A realistic workload will reduce your stress and give you better focus. Practice organizational skills both at work and in your personal lives. Create short-term goals. Short-term goals are brief goals that can be achieved in a few weeks or months. They're like stepping stones to reach even bigger goals. Accomplishing short-term goals creates momentum for growth. Here are some short-term goals that you can set to further your career. Improve your networking and communication skills. Improve your work-life balance. Get to work earlier. Organize your workstation. Get familiar with new technology. Start a personal project. Observe your coworkers. Short-term goals provide immediate results and create measurable success. Having short time frames provide you a sense of urgency that will boost your motivation to achieve it on time. Building a habit of consistently completing these types of goals sets you up to achieve long-term ones. Educate yourself. One of the obvious reasons to progress further in your career is by learning more. This can be studying more on your role or in the other important areas of the business that you can contribute. Educating yourself helps improve existing skills or learn new ones. There are a lot of ways you can learn without technically going back to school. Many colleges and universities offer a plethora of online courses designed to help you learn a new skill or get a new degree with the freedom of flexibility. This helps you to work your way around your schedule with your current responsibilities. Shadow a colleague. Did you know that you can find career development opportunities internally? One great example is by shadowing a colleague. Job shadowing is basically working alongside another staff in a different area of the organization and learning from that experience. What are the practical benefits of job shadowing? Understand other POVs. Appreciate how each role contributes to the company's success. Improves interpersonal skills across departments. Chance to test out potential career options. With job shadowing, you'll develop both soft and hard skills and create more professional connections. Having a chance to work in other areas of the organization can also be a wholesome and joyous experience. Seeing how every department works together to make a business running will give you more appreciation for everyone's efforts. Take care of your health. Maintaining a healthy mental state is key to ensure you'll keep moving forward. In order to be physically and mentally ready every day, you should have the energy needed to face the challenges that come your way. Here are some great habits to take care of your health. Eat healthy food to boost your brain power and avoid energy crashes. Avoid junk food and make sure that you observe a balanced diet. Regular exercise will keep you alert and energetic every day. Exercise also reduces stress hormones and promotes growth factors in the brain required for new neural connections. Listen to your body's needs. For example, if you need protein every morning to be ready for work, then make sure that you have it. Make the most out of your mornings. It's the time of the day when you have the most energy and when you are most focused. Schedule the tasks that require more mental energy for this period. Get a good night's rest. It's recommended to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If you can't manage that much every night, try to take a short nap during the day if possible. Expand your skill set. You should never be contented with what you already know. You should always have the hunger to digest knowledge. Whether you want to become better in other areas of your industry, seek higher positions, or create stepping stones to advance your career, it's essential to expand your expertise. Make it a point to take training and courses to add. If you're looking to learn new skills, you should create a list of what skills and education you want to attain every year. Choose at least 2 skills to improve on each year. Track your progress. Learn or develop specialized skills related to your industry or profession. List your achievements. This advice seems unnecessary, but is actually effective. When you've achieved something like completed a course, received positive feedback on the latest project, or had the privilege of being a presenter at an event, write it down. Why? So that when you look at it in a couple of months or even years from now, you'll remember how far you've come. You'll be even more determined to add more wins throughout your career. Documenting your accomplishments will also come in handy when it comes to performance reviews and appraisals, as well as situations where you're negotiating a promotion or a raise. Having a documented file of your achievements will help you prove that you're a real asset to the company. Determine your weaknesses. This might be stating the obvious, but still is important to point out. If you have a professional blemish, fix it ASAP. If ignored, this can affect your overall performance and can be the main reason to hinder your career progression. How can you point out your weaknesses? First, you need to understand where you fall short. Consult colleagues, supervisors, and managers, and ask them what you might be lacking as a professional. Then humbly accept their feedback and meditate on it. Next, seek support. Share with your friends and colleagues how you've determined to fix your shortcomings and improve more. Hearing their words of encouragement can be a real boost when you're feeling frustrated. Finally, commit time and effort. Go on your flaws one by one, then set small, achievable goals with deadlines for each one. As you work hard on revamping yourself, don't forget to celebrate small wins. When you make it a habit to overcome your work deficiencies, your progress will know no limits. Maintaining a good work-life balance. This is generally a tough challenge to overcome, as it's not always in your control. There's a huge misconception in the business where people think you need to become a workaholic to achieve career progression. But that's not the case. Having a healthy work-life balance makes all the difference between a good career and a great one. Instead of grabbing all the OTs in order to get the job done quicker, you could spend it with your loved ones and get plenty of sleep. Complying with your physical, mental, and emotional needs first will help you to become more efficient and produce better work. Moreover, managers will prefer individuals who keep work in check because they tend to be happier and more creative than those who enslave themselves to more work. And now it's discussion time, the most important part of this training. Whoever's the head honcho in the group should designate a facilitator whose responsibility it is that each of the questions you see on your screen is covered, and that everyone, time permitting, is able to have their say. Make sure all contributions are valued, all suggestions considered, and all opinions respected.